So what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the long anticipated episode 3 of the season, and that of course is the fiery Seaford versus Newhaven match. Now this is of course the El Costico, as it is known down here. Seaford versus Newhaven, two massive clubs in the area and two of the biggest rivals probably in England, possibly the world. Like, it's up there with United City, I'm telling you now. And to top things off, this is the first game I've played against Seaford for Newhaven, because obviously throughout my childhood, throughout my life, I've always played for Seaford. So playing against them was a little bit weird, but now I'm truly with Dockers or Newhaven FC, and hopefully you will enjoy the highlights of this game. I just want to point out as well, this was a very, very scrappy game, so there's actually not much highlights to show you because of how scrappy it was. It wouldn't make like entertaining content for you guys. And there's a lot of big tackles, quite a few cards were shown in this game. Yeah, you have to see throughout the highlights. But once you've watched the highlights and watched the game, I'm going to touch on a couple of things throughout and after the game, just to voice my opinion on a couple of hot topics throughout. But let's get on to the starting 11 and the subs for our team. So in goal is our normal keeper, Woody. Right back is Mills. Centre halves are Stonard and my brother George. Left back is Ben Earl. The two holding midfielders this week are Sauter and Firma. Left wing is Wolven. Right wing is Ollie Davis. And up front is me and Joe. Now, originally, we weren't actually meant to be starting. If you watched my vlog, you would have realised that a couple of people turned up late. So we got thrown in to the starting 11, very luckily. And yeah, that is the starting 11. On our bench this evening is Hill, Robbo, Jallo, Piper and Burns. So without further ado, let's go on to the actual highlights. So Newhaven are in the blue, kicking from right to left. Seaford are obviously in the red, kicking from left to right. At the moment, Kyle is on the ball, and we're about to see the first challenge of the game, which brings us a foul for us. So Newhaven are now on the ball in our own defensive third. It gets played up to me on the right-hand side. I nutmeg Adam, you would have seen him in Charlie Morley's videos, and just play it back to our team, and we keep possession of the ball. Seaford now have the ball, and another player I forgot to mention who was actually playing for the opposition Seaford is Charlie Morley, and this is the first glimpse at his blistering pace. Look at him. Absolutely burning it, and it gets put out for a corner. From the resulting corner, Matt swings it in, and oh, that was actually a bit of a shout for handball, and it's put over the bar. Another player again, Matt Acton, he's been in some previous videos of mine, so you can already see the rivalry goes quite personal with Charlie and Matt on Seaford's team. Seaford now have another corner, it gets played in, and they head over the bar again by Adam. Okay, Newhaven are now on the attack. We're actually playing a little bit of keep ball. I'm on the ball, I play it into Joe. He does a nice turn, plays it out to Ben, our fullback, who's looking to spread the play out to Kyle on the left wing. Now, can he deliver into the box? One touch, and it's gone straight into the keeper's arm. But already, we are looking quite good keeping hold of the ball. I'm now in possession of the ball. I play it into our right back, who plays it up to, who is it? I don't know who it was, but he's just got absolutely crunched. And that is, again, another sign of how physical this game is. So from that free kick, Ben puts the ball in, and Seaford defend pretty well, and they get clear. The ball now falls to our left winger, Kyle, who takes it past the two in midfield with quite ease and a little coming together. And again, that's another foul Seaford have given away. The possession is now with Ollie Davis. He plays a chip through ball up to me. I flick on to Joe. He uses his strength here pretty well, has a couple of nifty turns, and then a very late challenge by Seaford, and that results in a free kick to us. A few minutes have passed now. Newhaven are on the defensive. They play it up to me, put it over their centre midfield with quite ease. Another one, can I make it? And I was going to make it, but that was actually a high foot. I don't think the referee actually called for it, and at the time I was like, hang on a minute, that is a high foot. We can have a look here. That is head height. So that probably should have been given a foul, but it wasn't, and nonetheless, it's a play on, and we carry on with the game. With that, Seaford are now on the attack on the right-hand side. The ball gets played into Charlie. What can he do here? Oh my god, that was actually very, very close. And now possession is with our left back, Ben, who plays a long ball up to me. I take it down with my knee. One touch, what can I do here? And it's a pretty tame shot. I mean, the keeper's done well. It's quite high, lofting. The wind probably took it. Wasn't the best shot, really, was it? Okay, now this is probably one of the biggest talking points of the game. The ball gets played up from their goalkeeper. It's one header, and Joe and the other centre-back go up for a header. Now, this is where Joe actually did his injury. Now, from this angle, it doesn't look like, it doesn't look too aggressive, but their centre-back did go in quite hard on Joe, and I think he's landed quite poorly as well, so that, along with the original challenge and the landing, really did hurt his knee, and he's been out for a few weeks now. But if you did want to see the footage, that is the footage right there. Obviously, Joe's actually very injured from that. I have to say that their centre-half did take a little elbow from Joe back, because obviously when you're falling down, your arm's swinging everywhere. But that was a bit of a talking point, because we got a lot of abuse from the sidelines as well. Like, just because, like, this is actually something I did want to talk about during these highlights. Like, just because me and Joe are YouTubers, apparently that justifies getting all this abuse from the sideline. Oh, because you've got a few followers online, everyone needs to have a go at you, and apparently you're not human and you don't feel pain. It's just, I found that, like, really quite annoying. Like, just because you go down, just like on a challenge, and you've seriously hurt your knee, that doesn't justify, like, these on the sideline just having a go at you for no reason. So that was a little rant I just wanted to, like, say and point out. Just because you're a YouTuber doesn't necessarily mean you don't feel pain, if you're wondering. But because of Joe's injury, that of course means we have to sub him off and bring on probably our #1 player in our team, Ian Robinson. So at this point, Ian has only been on the pitch for a couple of minutes. The ball gets played down the right-hand side to Ollie, who puts the ball in, and Robbo with a very calm finish into the bottom left-hand corner from a volley. I think that was Robbo's, like, 3rd or 2nd touch of the game, so a very good impact sub. Yeah, 1-0 Newhaven. Seaford have another goal kick. They play it up. We win the ball. I don't know how with the back, but Robbo's running, and he gets absolutely wiped out. And I believe that is the 1st or 2nd yellow card of the game. I think I've lost count already. It might be the 1st. It might be the 2nd. Let me know in the comments what, like, card that was. I actually can't remember. This is so embarrassing. Now, this is just a little clip. I just wanted to showcase our passing ability and the ability to keep possession of the ball just before the half-time whistle. It's called. We're 1-0 up at this point, and we do not want to concede, so we're just knocking it around. And there is half-time, and we are 1-0 up against Seaford, our local rivals. Can we hold on to this victory? Let's go on to the second half. Okay, straight away in the opening minutes of the second half, we are on the attack. A great ball played in, any touch, and it is a goal, and we knock it over. That was a very dangerous ball in from us. It's now Seaford's turn to have an attack. I think that's Matt, a couple of little turns, puts the ball in, and it's a diving header from their attacker, and just wide. It's now our left winger, Abu. He takes it past 1, takes it past 2 with his blistering pace, takes it past 3, puts the ball in, and it's a good block by Seaford, and they manage to get the ball away safely. Now this clip is another big talking point for the game. Our left winger, Kyle, a couple of nice little turns, and absolutely wipes his leg out by the Seaford central midfielder. He's on a yellow card, he gets a 2nd yellow card, and he's off. And to top it all off, just to, you know, show off about how, like, cool he is for getting a red card, he takes his top off and looks like a right knob, basically. So well done for you, getting a red card, mate. I just want to talk about that red card as well, because the 2 centre midfielders for Seaford, they are, I think, like 2 years below me, and it was their first big derby. Now I just want to give some advice really for any of you youngsters out there who do play in derbies, or it's like your first big derby. Don't let it get to your heads. Like, sometimes, for example, in this game, they are more concentrated on trying to, like, wipe us out and get in our heads because of obviously the big occasion. Like, they completely forgot that at the end of the day, it's just another game of football, and you need to concentrate on trying to beat your opponents within football rather than beating your opponents, like, physically. So a little tip for you youngsters out there who play in their first derby: keep your heads, concentrate on winning the game. Don't let it get too much of an occasion for you. And yeah, just go out and enjoy it. For example, the other players who I know who play for Seaford, who are like my age and a few years above me, they know how big the occasion is. They know the rivalry, but they don't let it get to their heads. Like, they know when to draw the line, if that makes sense. So a little bit of advice: don't let the occasion get the better of you, and you may prevent yourself from getting a red card in a game like this. And now we're going to move back onto the highlights. It's Robbo now on the attack. He gets taken out. Not a foul was given there, but our player comes in, like a sort of a retaliation foul, and he gets a booking. So that's a 1 yellow card for Newhaven. From 1 yellow card to another. Now, for individual fouls, I don't think it was worthy of a yellow card, but obviously, like the second one plus the first foul, you have to give that a yellow card, and that means Ben and Abu, both our left-sided players, are now on yellow cards during this game. We now have an offensive throw. Mills with the short throw to Ollie, He does a couple of little turns. Can he put the ball in? Number 7 whips it in, and it falls to Robbo. 2 yards out. Robbo, how have you missed that? I didn't actually see that during the game, but how have you missed that, mate? Oh my God, we're 2 yards out, and that could have buried the game off. Okay, Seaford now have a free kick in a very dangerous position. It's Charlie Morley with the effort, and his knuckleball free kick has not worked out very well for him. But if it comes down to the videos, we all know what he can produce when it happens for him. It's now come into the latter stages of the game, and we've started to do a little bit of time wasting. It's Robbo in the corner. Seaford defender obviously doesn't want you in the corner, so he comes in and boots him, and this injures Robbo. He's not very happy about this. Off camera, what you haven't seen is Robbo like boot the corner flag and like break it in half through anger. This obviously like worthy of a yellow card. He gets booked for breaking the corner flag. Understandably, I would be quite angry if I just get booted like that. I actually get booted just then. Instead of giving the Seaford player a yellow card, the ref just decides to blow the final whistle, and that is the end of the game. We are winners, 1-0, Newhaven 1, Seaford 0. That is a huge result. It wasn't the biggest result by any means, but it's a huge result for like the rivalry and bragging points. To win against your rivals, that is a huge thing and a huge confidence boost for the league, and hopefully this is signs of things to come, and you never know, we might be champions of the league this year. But guys, that is the end of this episode of the season. I hope you go away thinking about some of the pointers I made during this video, and hopefully it will affect your actual performance in future games. I do have episode 4 of the season already recorded. I have the highlights. I just have to actually like go over it and select the highlights I want. It's a cup game as well. And if you don't follow me on Twitter or Snapchat, you wouldn't know the scores. So if you do want to find out the scores like before these videos come out, follow me on Twitter and Snapchat. And yeah, it's a very good game the next episode, so stay tuned for that. But if you have enjoyed this video, guys, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in another video very, very soon. So until then, I'll see you later.